self-driving cars, robots playing chess, and voice assistants on our phone. These are just some of the marvels of modern technology that have us wondering what type of magic was pulled off to make these inventions possible. The part that seems impossible for the human to understand is, in this case, machine learning or artificial intelligence, which, according to Carnegie Mellon University, is the a special program or algorithm that is able to learn from its past experiences and past data to be able to improve on its performance at a certain task. Machine learning is a relatively new concept in the modern technology world, and it has the potential to have a great impact on society. Through this speech, I'll be talking about what is machine learning, how can it impact society, and what real life examples are there of machine learning in our society today. So, what is machine learning? Again, the definition is just a program or algorithm that is able to learn from its past data and experience to be able to perform a certain task at a better quality than before. This means we give it an input value, and then after that it produced through multiple trials and continuous training. We are able to improve the output that it gives us to better model the situation at hand. It works just like the neural network of a human brain. A human brain takes in input from five senses, and through some firing of some neurons, it is able to perform to produce some output that which is considered our reaction. In machine learning terms, as can see by the diagram, we give it some numerical input that we need to, and in some hidden layer where there's some complicated math form, which this part is essentially the firing of some neurons, then it produces some numerical output that we want it to, as seen in the diagram. Just like human machine learning programs are able to improve as they get more experience in their field. So in this speech, there are many types of machine learning, but in this speech we'll be talking about just supervised learning and what supervised learning means. This, in normal people terms, supervised learning is giving a program data input to be able to, and letting it predict an output, then showing the program the right answer to the problem, and then letting the program adjust its parameters and the parts of the program to be able to improve its performance. This means we need a function or equation to be able to model the situation at hand that we're trying to model with the program, but also we need a equation or function that models the error of the function, of the model, which essentially measures how wrong the program was in its prediction. And through continuous training and multiple trials and a lot of adjusting of parameters, the ultimate goal of the machine learning program is to minimize the value of the error function, and when this is done, the program will be able to be used for normal use. So there are many examples of machine learning in our society today, and one very prominent one that almost everyone uses is the spam email folders. Many apps such as Gmail and other email apps use machine learning programs to take an input, which is the content of the email and also the sender of the email, to be able to determine whether the email is spam email or if it's important for us to look at. When it determines which one it is, it puts it either in the priority section or it puts it in the spam email. Another great example of machine learning in our society is Netflix and how it suggests movies and videos for us to watch. This is a machine learning program because it takes in some input, which is our watch history, and through our movies and shows, and through some machine learning program, it is able to produce an output which is suggested shows that it thinks we would enjoy, and it is able to adjust its parameters and how the program runs with our feedback on whether or not we would actually like to watch the movie or TV show or not. Social media is another prominent user of machine learning because it uses machine learning programs to be able to personalize what we see on our apps. Apps such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat use data such as who we follow and what posts we like to be able to determine what posts it thinks we like and suggest photos and tweets that it thinks we would find good. This is used prominently in Instagram's Explore page, where it is just a collection of posts that Instagram determined that you might like. Lastly, voice assistants on our phone are a very famous user of machine learning and artificial intelligence programs. This program takes input of from our voices through the microphone, and through a program it is able to determine what command we want it to perform and how we want it to be performed. This is only as you can see, machine learning has had a clear grasp on our society, but this is only the start, as the potential for machine learning is enormous. There are many other applications that are currently being worked on right now so that it can greatly improve society. For example, self-driving cars are emerging as one of the famous, most popular examples of machine learning, and various aspects of self-driving cars are already being used in our society through companies such as Tesla, who have put automated driving into the roads of our world already. However, the more important applications, future applications of machine learning include the biomedical applications that it can have for our society. For example, according to the New York Times, machine learning will be able to eventually help with gene sequencing, to be able to help with detecting diseases in our bodies more efficiently and more cost effectively. This makes it easier for doctors to perform these types of processes where that used to be complicated, and it makes it more accessible for our society to apprehend. Also, additionally, according to a Stanford News article, machine learning right now is being experimented with to help detect brain aneurysms that we might get from our daily activities. And these biomedical applications are vital for our society because it makes them more efficient and more accessible for the normal human being, whereas the processes used now are a lot more effective and usually only available to those that are well off. As you can see, it can have a great biomedical application. Additionally, it is being used by scientists to model to create simulations and models so they can perform more high-level experiments and to be able to potentially get more breakthroughs in their fields of science, which can bring more innovation to our society. In conclusion, machine learning is a relatively new topic in the modern technological world, but it can have its potential to improve society is enormous. The potential of machine learning is unique to the potential of other innovations because just how the universal effect it can have on society. In fact, according to Pew Research Organization, 96% of people in the United States own a cell phone. This means this many people already will be affected by any machine learning breakthroughs that we have, and which shows just how many people machine learning is able to affect. Machine learning is a growing sector of our world and innovation, and can have a great impact on society.